horror film. So you've got to guess which horror film I am talking about. I am going to be giving you 3 clues. And while you are deciding on what the answer is, I'm going to help you relax while I give you a gentle scalp massage. How does that sound? Okay, so question number 1, and remember, each answer is a horror film. Okay, so clue number 1, a creek, a hermit, and 7 children are threads to my story. Clue number 2, the deeper you travel, the less distance seems to matter. Clue number 3, one final glance at a basement corner became an iconic image of fear. Can you guess which film I'm talking about? While you decide, let me just give you a nice little scalp massage. Have you decided what the answer is yet? Well, if you guessed the Blair Witch Project, then you are correct. Well done. Okay, so now question number 2. Okay, so the first clue is, a masked killer returns to a town after being presumed out of action for years. Clue number 2, the story focuses on the killer's young niece, who becomes his new target. Clue number 3, this film brought Michael Myers back to the franchise after he was absent from the previous movie. Can you guess which film I'm talking about? Again, let me just give you, while you decide, take the time to answer this question. Have you decided on your answer? Well, if you guessed Halloween 4, then you are correct. Well done. Okay, so question number 3. I think this one's quite difficult. We'll see. So, clue number 1. A mother and her 2 children live in a secluded mansion with strict rules about sunlight. Clue number 2. Strange noises, mysterious visitors, and unexplained events make the family question who is in the house. sinister after a strange figure is seen disposing of something down a remote church pipe. Clue number 2. The creature's appearance is not fixed. It restores itself using parts taken from its victims. Clue number 3. Its hunting cycle is tied to a specific number of years, after which it disappears again until the next feeding session. While you decide, let me just shrug your head. If you guessed Jeepers Creepers 1, then you are correct. Well done. Okay, so this is another one of my favourite horrors, and I hope you get this right. Clue number 1. A family's suburban home becomes the centre of increasingly disturbing supernatural activities. Clue number 2. Strange phenomena begin with objects moving on their own and mysterious voices coming through a television. Clue number 3. The youngest daughter becomes the focus of the haunting after uttering the iconic line, "They're here." Can you guess which film I am talking about? If you cannot get this, I am worried about you. This is one of the few films that scares the crap out of me. If you guessed the Poltergeist, the first Poltergeist, you are correct. Well done. Question number 5. I think I'm on number 5. Okay, so clue number 1. A former accomplice uses a gothic makeover and an ancient talisman to bring a notorious killer back from the dead. Clue number 2. A pair of teenage runaways become unwilling companions on a cross-country journey involving 2 very unusual fugitives. Clue number 3. This sequel shifts the franchise toward dark comedy and introduces a murderous doll couple inspired by famous outlaw lovers. This is, again, one of my favourite films. Let me rub your head while you think of the answer. If you guessed The Bride of Chucky, then you are correct. Well done. question. Clue number one. Clue number one. A voice from the past becomes the key to unraveling a mystery that predates the original killings. Clue number two. The investigation reveals that a tragedy in Hollywood years earlier set the events of an entire franchise in motion. Clue number three. The mastermind is someone with a deeply personal connection to Sydney, driven by resentment over a forgotten family secret. This is one of my favourite horror films. I think it's definitely in the top 5 of my favourite horror films. How does that feel? How does that sound? Head scratch. If you guessed Scream 3, then you are very correct. How many? Oh, this is the last question. Damn it. Right, so the last question. Clue number one. A forgotten rural property and an abandoned gas station hide the truth about a family that survives in horrifying ways. Clue number two. The killer's violence is driven as much by family tradition and desperation as by cruelty. Clue number three. The film's most iconic villain rarely speaks, communicating instead through masks crafted by his victims. Can you guess the answer? Which film do you think it is? If you guessed the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, then you are very correct. Yay! Tell me in the comments how many questions you got correct, and tell me which film is your favorite.